I'm going to give you one of the greatest pieces of advice for dating and marriage, for a successful marriage, a happy marriage. And that is, do not live together before marriage. You will destroy your marriage. Literally, all the statistics back up the fact that those who live together before marriage have astronomically higher divorce rates. Not only that, but they're not happy. Now, all the statistics say that those who wait until marriage have happier marriages. They have more healthy marriages. They have marriages that have less cheating, better communication, and basically are better in every way. So why wouldn't we want to do it God's way? People say, oh, that's outdated and superstitious. And yet the statistics still back that up. I've heard of one person recently who said, wait, people still wait until marriage to have sex and to live together? Like literally, that archaic belief, people are still practicing that. They had a hard time even believing it. They weren't trying to be a jerk. They just didn't think anyone did that anymore. And yet at least 35% of people still wait until marriage. It's not as much as it used to be, but the reality is for those who do, they have much happier marriages and they have much longer lasting marriages. In fact, many studies have been done on this. And they say like between 35 to 80% divorce rate. 35 people who live together, this is, people who cohabitate, have between a 35 to 80% divorce rate. And some of the biggest and most in-depth studies that have been done over the longest periods of time have the divorce rate up to 70 to 80%. Like, absolute. Think about 100 people. 70 to 80 of them will be divorced within 10 years. Like, they're not even going to last. And there's many different reasons for it. But the bottom line is many of these marriages just don't last. And the ones that do, many of them aren't even happy. So literally, I mean, even the New York Times says that 80% of couples get divorced. And huge studies in Sweden have been done by this. And another study that's been done by two people, over like two of the biggest people who have been studying this for decades, said that those who cohabitate and live together before marriage have a 50% higher divorce rate than those who don't live together. So we're talking 50%, 70%, and 80%. That's a lot. Really, like, why wouldn't we want to do it God's way? What's the rush? Oh, well, we want to save money. Okay, well, people who save money end up getting divorced in many of the cases. I think at least 40% who use that excuse end up getting divorced, and that's on the low end. I mean, what do you want to do? Save money or have a good marriage for the rest of your life? Like literally, what do you want? Do you want to save money? Which you can do anyways. Money does not make a happy marriage. In fact, money ruins marriages many times, or failure to communicate about money properly. But many times, cheating is one of the big ones today. And for those who cohabitate before marriage, listen to this. I have this written down. Those who cohabitate prior to marriage also have greater marital conflict, poorer communication. Women who cohabitate before marriage are 3 times more likely to cheat on their husbands. And the U.S. Justice Department found that women who cohabitate are 62 times more likely to be assaulted by a live-in boyfriend or husband. And it goes on and on and on. They're like 3 times more likely to be depressed. They're less sexually satisfied. On and on and on. And you can check out Jason Everett. He has studied these statistics ad nauseum, and he's written about them. And I got this from his site. But many of these things really validate what we've already known since forever, that God's way is the right way. Not to mention that having sex before marriage is a mortal sin and you'll lead your partner and yourself to hell. Like seriously, 1 Corinthians 6:9 says, fornicators will not enter the kingdom of heaven. Like it's a serious sin that God puts on par with murder and adultery and homosexuality and like idolatry. Like big ones. So sleeping together before marriage is huge in God's eyes. And the Bible says it's like, once you sleep with someone, if you don't get married to them, you become one with that person forever in God's eyes, in a sense, because that's the purpose of sex. But that's it for another video. Bottom line is, please save your marriage, save your kids, save your happiness, save your soul. Do it the right way. Be patient. Find that right person. Find the person who agrees with your values too, and don't compromise. Wait until marriage. Do it the right way and don't rush into it, because rushing into it can have a similar problem, because when you rush into relationships and you rush into marriage just so you can have sex or whatever, well, then you miss other warning signs and you miss perhaps abuse and other things that this person will and can do, but you missed them because you were rushing or you were blind or you were like on cloud nine and you're just ignoring all the warning signs. Do it right. Slow down and check out the videos on our channel, which will help you to navigate dating, engagement, and marriage properly. And follow us on our new Catholic Truth Living Facebook page or Catholic Truth Life Facebook page and Catholic Truth Living Instagram page for daily inspiration. God bless you.